Students, now we are going to describe the group, very important group, that is group of gymnosperm. Group of gymnosperm. The group gymnosperm is very important group of plant kingdom. This is because it is first group in which seeds are formed, that is true seeds are formed. As I have told you in previous group, that is in group of Pteridophyta, the seed behaviors are exist, but in this group actually the true seeds form. But there are so many characteristic features that is actually provide the platform for the higher plants. So it is actually the first form of plants from which the higher plants exist, and onward from the gymnosperm, the angiosperm will have every kinds of the structural and functional features as regarding the higher plants. So sometimes gymnosperms count as a higher plants, but because of having some errors in their morphology, in their seed behavior, and also having the fruits formation, there is so many divides in the gymnosperm, so that the gymnosperm are actually just placed below the before the angiosperm. Now one by one we will describe about the features and their different groups of gymnosperm. Now back to the different. First of all, the meaning of gymnosperm. Actually the word gymnos means the naked. Keep in mind, naked. And the sperma means seeds. So the gymnosperms are belong to the Spermatophyta group. Earlier it belonged to Spermatophyta group. Along with the angiosperm, gymnosperm was earlier placed in the group of Spermatophyta. But later it was found that the gymnosperm able to produce seed, but there has no any seed कोट. लिसन, आप गेहूं का एक छोटा सा दाना ले लीजिए या फिर धान का एक दाना ले लीजिए, उसमें आपको क्या मिलेगा? सीड कोट मिलेगा. क्या मिलेगा? सीड कोट. बट द सीड्स ऑफ जिम्नोस्पर्म डू नॉट हैव एनी सीड कोट. डू नॉट हैव एनी सीड कोट. That is the characteristic features of gymnosperm. So the name of gymnosperm is meant of the naked seed, because of it is the characteristic features of all plants regarding the gymnosperm. Now back to the other features of gymnosperm. Gymnosperm not only devoid of, listen carefully, gymnosperm not only devoid of their seed coat, it do not also form the real fruit. That is, real fruit in gymnosperm is actually absent. This is because of lack of the ovary wall. As you know that the wall of ovary is responsible for the formation of pericarp. Pericarp later form the fruit. But actually in the group of gymnosperm, the ovary wall is absent, then there is no probability to form the pericarp and the fruits. So the second important characteristic features of gymnosperm, they are able to produce seed but without seed coat, and there is no fruit form in the gymnosperm. Now back to the next important features. Listen carefully. Gymnosperm also have, as like the Pteridophyta, gymnosperm also consist well developed vascular bundle, that is xylem and phloem. Second one, it has it may be the woody or herbaceous. It may be the woody or herbaceous. Keep in mind, it is very important. It may be the branched or unbranched. Listen carefully. Branched plants means there has branches at the lateral part of the stem, and unbranched they are actually erect. The branched gymnosperm, the example of branched gymnosperm is the pinus. It is the example of branched gymnosperm. And The unbranched gymnosperm example is cycas. Cycas and pinus are two important example of the gymnosperm. Keep in mind. Now back to the next very important things regarding the gymnosperm. The longest plants of the world, sequoia. Sequoia. It is also known as redwood. Belong to the gymnosperm. Keep in mind, it belong to the gymnosperm. It measuring about the latest size of gymnosperm, that is sequoia or redwood, is about 120 meter long. Now back to the next important features regarding the pinus. Actually, pinus and cycas behaves the xerophytic habitat. It should be one by one. The each and every point that I am describing over here in the video lectures, you should also focus it and make a notes according to the video lecture. So there is the so many points is over, and that will be the continuous process of the explanation of gymnosperm. So the video lecture will continue, and you should make the notes in your own language. Now back to the next important topics. Listen carefully. The gymnosperm, pinus and cycas are actually show the xerophytic behavior. Xerophytic behavior means plant that grow in lack of water condition. That is the condition of actually desert like. That is actually the lack of water or devoid of water. And the basic features of pinus leaf is actually they has actually the sunken stomata. The leaves of pinus consist sunken stomata. Very important concept regarding sunken stomata. Actually, this one is the leaf of pinus, and that is actually the needle-like structure. And दिस प्रिवेंट द एक्सेस लॉस ऑफ वाटर. आपने पढ़ा होगा कि लीफ ब्रॉड होती है तो वाटर लॉस के चांस ज्यादा होते हैं, लीफ नैरो होगा, निडिल लाइक होगा तो वाटर लॉस के चांसेस क्या होंगे, कम होंगे. इसको आपको दिमाग में लगा के फोकस करना है, ठीक है ना. जब इसको मैग्नीफाई करोगे तो स्टोमेटा तो सुना ही होगा, फोटोसिंथेसिस वगैरह में, रेस्पिरेशन वगैरह में, देयर इज अ ओपनिंग ऑफ लीफ दैट रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर एक्सचेंज ऑफ गैसेज एंड ऑल्सो eliminate the excess amount of water. So not only the needle like structure adopt the pinus and cycas into the desert habitat or the xerophytic habitat, it also consists the sunken stomata. Listen carefully. sunken stomata, actually sunken means होता है धसा हुआ, यानी कि sunken stomata क्या होता है, लीफ के अंदर होता है. that is they are actually immerged stomata inside the leaf, and that actually prevent the excess loss of water, that is called as sunken stomata. That is the characteristic features of the pinus and cycas leaf. Now back to the very important part of root system in cycas. Cycas root are called as coralloid root. Listen carefully. Cycas root are called as coralloid root, double L, coralloid root. Coralloid means the coral shape root. coral shape क्या होते हैं, समुद्र में ऐसे बहुत सारे ऐसे स्ट्रक्चर्स मिलते हैं, ठीक है. दैट इज कॉल्ड एज कोरल. दैट स्ट्रक्चर इज नोन एज coral shape. Actually the characteristics of porifera form the coral. That is, when I will describe you the kingdom Animalia, and in them the phylum Porifera, then in the phylum Porifera they form the colony of poriferans, that is actually called as coral, and that coral is related word with the coralloids. And the diagram you have seen in red color actually just as like the coral as well as the root of cycas. So sometime cycas root are called coralloid roots. ये एग्जाम में आपके क्वेश्चन पूछे रहते हैं, इसके लिए आपको असाइनमेंट मिल जाएगा. इन बिटवीन द coralloid root of cycas very important nitrogen fixing bacteria are found. That is very important nitrogen fixing bacteria are found, and that is actually known as the nostoc and Anabaena. Nostoc and Enabina. It is very important bacteria that are found in the cycas root, and that is responsible for the synthesis of nitrogen, that is responsible for the fixing of nitrogen. Not only the nostoc and Enabina, there is also a very important fungus are found known as mycorrhiza. The fungus mycorrhiza associated with the root of cycas as well as pinus for the formation of for the absorption of water. That is, the mycorrhiza not responsible for the nitrogen fixation, but nostoc and Enabina, these two is actually responsible for the nitrogen fixation and responsible to increase the nitrogen content in the cycas root. Now back to the next important part of the cycas. Next is the main part of cycas is actually, the main plant of cycas is actually sporophytic. Let me remind you the main plants of algae and bryophyta was gametophytic, and then after the bryophyta, the pteridophyta was actually sporophytic. The main plant of pteridophyta was sporophytic, and then angiosperm is also sporophytic as well as the gymnosperm. तो आपको याद रखना है कि algae, bryophyta, ये मेन पार्ट इसका क्या था, गैमेटोफिटिक. टेरिडोफाइटा, जिम्नोस्पर्म एंड एंजियोस्पर्म, इसका मेन प्लांट क्या था, स्पोरोफिटिक. यानी कि ये मेन प्लांट हैप्लॉइड थे और इसका डोमिनेंट फेज क्या होता है, डिप्लॉइड होता है. इसको आपको जानना है. लिसन केयरफुली. द pteridophytes are actually unisexual, means male and female reproductive structure found in two different plants. That is the basic key points regarding the pteridophyte, regarding the gymnosperm. The male and female plants are found in the two different male and female reproductive system found in the two different plants. Later it will be described in the video lecture of reproductive system, but you should have a pre-mindset regarding the unisexuality in gymnosperm is common. Now back to the different groups of, listen carefully, one more things. As like the pteridophyta, the cycas also produce microsporophyll and megasporophyll. Microsporophyll for the male reproductive system and megasporophyll for the female reproductive system. It should be in your mind. The megasporophyll develop megasporangium and microsporophyll develop microsporangium. The microsporophyll will remain in the cones or stabili as well as the megasporophyll. So this is the very important terminology regarding the gymnosperm. Now back to the different groups of gymnosperm. Listen, the different groups of gymnosperm are actually so many different groups, but there are four major groups can be actually in your syllabus, and it may be as the Spinophyta, Cycadophyta, third one is Gingophyta, and fourth one is Ctophyta. So these are actually the different groups of gymnosperm. The Pinophyta, that is branched plant, and the example is Pinus. Pinus has actually has some economic importance. The Pinus give rise a seed. Seeds of Pinus is very important. Not all plant, that is the species of Pinus Gerardiana. The seeds of Pinus Gerardiana is actually edible, and that is actually called as Chilgoja. Very important, Chilgoja. So sometimes in PMT and in other competitive examination may be asked the name plants that is responsible to give the Chilgoja seeds, and how do the Chilgoja seeds extract. So the basic example is not all plant of Pinus, that is actually the Pinus Gerardiana. Only Pinus Gerardiana, seeds of Pinus Gerardiana is actually Chilgoja. ये एक्चुअल में इसको ऐसे ही भूज करके, ऐसे ही जैसे भून करके उसमें आग वगैरह में ऐसे ही खाया जाता है इसको, जैसे जनरली जो है आग में जला करके इसको खाया जाता है चिलगोजा को। तो ये एडिबल सीड्स है। नाउ बैक टू द साइकेडोफाइटा। द बेसिक एग्जांपल ऑफ साइकेडोफाइटा इज साइकस। एक्चुअली द साइकस is also very important. Cycas revoluta. The Cycas revoluta, Cycas indiana are two basic example of Cycadophyta. And Cycas revoluta, the stem of Cycas revoluta actually bears a lot of starch grains that are actually edible. The stem consists a lot of starch grain that is actually edible. Now back to the Gingophyta. Actually it called the living fossil. Most of the species regarding this group of gymnosperm is actually extinct, but Gingophyta is exist nowadays, and that is actually called as living fossils. Example is Ginkgo biloba. Ginkgo biloba, that is very important regarding the gymnosperm. Now back to the Gnetophyta. Gnetophyta is actually, example is Gnetum. That is overall structure, general features regarding the gymnosperm is over. In next video I will describe you the reproduction in gymnosperm.